Judy Zvěrňan, Wilson, nejlepších závodníků této planety, měsíce 50. the world, velký počet hráčů proti Itálii a hezký večer. Tomáši, zdálo by se, že je jedno, jestli dneska Itálii porazíme nebo ne. Postup do čtvrtfinále to ohrozit nemůže. A pokud chceme uhrát medaili, musíme porazit i Norsko, i Koreu, protože jinak to zkrátka medaili nepovede. Ale přesto dnešnímu zápasu je přikládán velký význam. S ohledem na to, že bychom rádi viděli, jak moc se český tým zlepšil v téhle sezóně. Už ty výsledky proti Švédsku a proti Japonsku naznačili, že tu máme vynikající
tonight in Ostrava because everybody's in this building.
Sweden beat Japan earlier on in the group. Dead rubber, pretty much that. This is Italy versus the Czech Republic. The winner of the group, which is Italy. Italy would like to get past Czech Republic. The Czechs are currently first. They lead on score and goal difference. The winner of this takes on the bottom side of Group A in the quarterfinals. So the winner of this one gets Norway. That's who you want, isn't it? Not Korea, you want Norway.
I think the better game, you just never know, but the better game, I think, is going to be Norway. It might be the easier game. I hope nobody takes offense to that, but I think Korea will be a little tougher. I really think the Czech Republic, if they score the first goal, just look at that team. This is 15 brothers. That looks to me like our Canadian team did in Torino in 2006. I don't think they can be beat.
The coach of the Czech Republic, Zdeněk Pisa, has, I'm sure, just said to his team, go out there and play for every man, woman and child that has took the time out on a Monday or Tuesday evening to come here to the Ostrava arena and be entertained. And they've been entertaining so far. This man here, Gaia, what a player he looks. They got 8 versus Japan. They got 6 versus Sweden. I don't think they'll rout the Italians, but they'll rattle them.
Yeah, Geyer to me has been there. They've had some really good performances, but Geyer to me has been their best player. He scored a couple beauties. The one in the first game from basically the goal line under the bar. This team really impresses me. I had the opportunity to play 2 or 3 times against the Czechs, 2 or 3 times against the Italians, and the Czechs have come a long way.
Well, they had 3 different scorers in the opening game, Italy, 5 different scorers in their second game, 4-0 against Sweden, 5-1 against Japan. We're about to have a minute's silence. I'll tell you all about it in just a moment. That was a moment's silence, apologies. That was for the recent passing of Josef Schöler, a former Czech Republic international footballer, 29 years of age, apparently has died in a car crash in Turkey. So our thoughts are with the family and friends of Josef Schöler, the Czech Republic footballer who sadly today has passed away. So back to the action we go then, and the pressure, what pressure? Massimo Di Lorenzo, at the end of the day, you're in the quarterfinals and you finish in the top 2 in Group B. You know, there's no relegation at this point. These two are much too good for that. Vapenka will start in net for the Czech Republic. I can tell you now that Gabriele Araujo will start in goal for the Italians. For the Italians, this is just about competing in a cauldron.
Yeah, this can only be good for them down the road.
So Gabriele Araujo will start in goal for the Italians. They've actually got Julian Castrata as their backup goalie. He's normally a defensive player, but their second goalie, Santino Stilitano, the 49-year-old who's during his 6th World Championships is ill. So you have to have a second goalie kitted up, booted up and suited up down on the side.
Absolutely.
And if you're a defender, you've got to step up.
Well, you got to do whatever the coach asks you to do. Just had the great Dominic Hasek drop the opening face-off. That's got to be cool for the players.
Absolutely. We are about on time. Satoru Yamaguchi is in charge of this one from Japan. Finland's Lari Nitarila and Tony Rundström from Sweden are the linesmen. I can tell you now, listen to this, I can already tell you just by looking at it, it's a record, this is the biggest crowd to ever go to a World Championship hockey match, and it is absolutely spectacular. Here inside the Ostrava arena, they reckon something like 8,500 spectators. And I'm sorry, I've got a microphone, I've got a headset, and I still can't hear a thing.
Yeah, this is going to be really difficult. We thought that a lot of players, a lot of people in the stands on the first game, Saturday it was the first game, right? But there's more tonight. I don't think they could get more people in here.
This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And as Paul was saying right at the beginning, this is just a group game. Listen to this. Away we go, and the Italians have got two battles here, Paul. One is on the rink, the other one is around the outside.
You couldn't have said it any better. Unbelievable. Start with an icing.
Already we have an icing call, and the Italians, I think it's Macri, who's just gesturing to himself, why? Why have we done that? Because the last thing, and in both games so far, the Czechia team have scored early.
Really early.
Really early in some of the games. Less than 20 seconds in the opener, and this place went nuts on Saturday when they did that. We've had 15 seconds already. Maybe the Italians will find a way to slow them down. Maybe not. They've got to get past the noise. They've got to get past the worry. Planka. Oh, there's two wide open here. Habel. Novotny waiting. Habel round the goal.
Oh, good big hit.
Good hit. The scramble as well afterwards. And already there've been gaps. Two players wide open a moment ago, Paul.
Absolutely. It's one thing they have to do now. They can't panic. You can't get too excited. I think right now they're getting too excited with the crowd. You got to just calm down a little because there was two guys wide open.
Who wins the crowd could win this game. If the Italians can quieten them down, that's a positive. If the Czechs get an early goal, the Italians are up against it. Down this near side. Easy turn for Di Pioli. Oh, a late hit on him from Kropicka. The celebrations when he scored in the last game have been shown over and over in the last couple of days on local TV. He was delighted down that left-hand side. That's Raul. He's got a goal in this contest already. Habel has scored in both games. Gaia has scored in both games. Shafranek was a surprise not to be on the score sheet last time. Going from distance, Shafranek. Shafranek, 37-year-old, just thought, you know what, I might as well. Big hit on the far side and defensive cover coming.
That was a real big stop by the Italian goalie, because I can tell you, this crowd has got to be rattling them for sure.
Well, Gabriele Araldo, 44-year-old from Turin.
Oh, they're making a bad change.
There's a big change coming here. Kvok is coming on. He might be needed straight away. Barges in.
Oh no!
And the
whoa, that was
Czech goalie almost lost the puck unintentionally.
I think the Czech goalie would have been much better off when he had it there to just push it right. The whole other side was open, Alan, and then they could have transitioned out. That's what I love about Corbin Watson and Dominic Larocque and even Steve Cash and Jet Li too, the Canadian and American goalies. They move the puck. It's so much better for your forwards.
I'll call Vrapenka is the chosen person between the pipes for the Czech Republic. It's high, it's long, and Gaia is there, the captain, feeds it off nicely. Habel! Oh! Looking for the top corner. Kvok has missed it, and that might give a chance for the Italians, but straight away there's a little bit of cover and another hit to the shoulder as well. Pala couldn't get there. And this already, or Paralin should I say, this already is very, very exciting stuff for the spectators. Raul waiting in the wings, but at the moment, Planka, Grabo, Paralin, Gaia, they're all battling against this board here. Eventually it spills out. Planka's got away from it. Can the Czech Republic come away with the puck? Round the back it goes. Planka takes a hit from Habel. Now the chase is on. Good speed here from De Paoli. Down the right wing. Good little nudge that.
He's got room.
Gaia trying to get across. It's behind them.
Nice play.
Martial sticks the stick in. And around the boards it comes, every defensive bit of play and every attacking bit of play being greeted with exactly the same amount of noise and intensity off the ice. And the Italians are doing a good job here. We're approaching 11 and a half to go in the first period, and it's just starting to calm off the ice.
Yeah.
And I say that, look.
Well, the great thing is they're just getting so loud every time the Czechs touch the puck. If the Czechs score, the rafters might actually break in this building.
Cavalieri helping out defensively there. But their changes have got to be quick, the Italians tonight. They don't want to get caught out. Kubesh, straight down the middle. Oh, Krapicka hit him on the sled, not on the glove. Oh, Kavok. And he's just decided to knock it and go. A couple might decide for a change. No. They just tuck in, and Kubesh picks it up deep. Oh, clever to get past one. Larch, should I say,
there's a penalty.
Stops him. A penalty coming, but a chance for the Italians. That's nice from Kaufman. And a shot comes from just inside the blue line. They would have been offside if it wasn't the fact that they'll be getting a penalty anyway. Down a man we go. So far, it's 0-0. Italy, Czech Republic. We're back in a minute. Welcome back inside the Ostrava arena. There's Zdeněk Šrafranek holding 2-minute penalty in the box. These are the moments the Italians must try and treasure.
If the Italians can score here and calm the crowd down a little, although I don't know if this crowd's going to ever calm down.
They do serve beer in this venue. And they've done really well. Habel wins the face-off and they push it back behind the blue line as well. One Italian struggling to get back on side. This is Kachman, number 10. He's done well to get past two. And
nice
Kavok, who's like a house, by the way, has just blocked his path. Here we go then. Habel, can he square it? Yes, he can!
Oh!
The roof just fell off!
My God, I can't believe it! Short-handed goal!
Somebody ring my mom and tell her not to bother pointing the dinner out. We are not coming home.
Unbelievable! This is crazy. Here it comes down. A wide open pass underneath the bar. No chance. Habel takes it, throws it over, short-handed, right over. One time, short-handed under the bar. What a beautiful goal. This crowd's going insane, short-handed.
Kubesh does what every Czechia supporter inside the Ostrava arena wanted. And I don't think I can cope with many more of those.
Just what the Italian team did not need. Wow, I'm telling you, what a goal.
Well, Kubesh got a hat-trick in the opening game. He wasn't on the score sheet in the second game. My word, he is now. Just under 10 to go still. Chance for the Italians now. That's good work from Larch. Macri, he can hit them. He's got an assist and a goal to his name in this tournament, and they've let him have a bit of space here. Macri, hits the back of Habel. And there's a chance as well. If they can play this once more, what a hit that is.
That was
defensively, in an offensive position, is so an important role.
Great play by the Italian, because we would have had a clear-cut breakaway.
It was Di Paoli.
Potentially 2 shorthanded goals.
Well, Di Paoli, who it was with the big hit, because one more push forward, and all of a sudden the Czech Republic were in again. David Pala is on the ice now, as that one's just dumped, and 3 changes coming. There's a complaint on the far side that he felt he was punched in the face. There's Krupicka. He's up and moving. Will he make the change? Habel waiting to come on. And that was just pummeled. And the goalie, he's made a mistake! It's 2!
Geyer!
What a time to make a mistake! And I'll tell you now, Gabriele Araldo knows just how big a mistake that is.
We thought it was crazy in warm-up. This is insane. Short-handed, another fire in. He misses it, and Geyer scores with one hand. He doesn't have his right-hand stick. Look at this, I can't believe it. We're going insane in the broadcast booth. Left hand, he put it in Geyer. 2, I have never seen this. 2 short-handed goals. He bobbled it. No right hand, you only need one stick, I guess. Wow.
Michael Geyer, in his 5th World Championships for the Czech Republic, has his 4th goal of these World Championships, and we aren't even out of the first period of his 3rd game. Talk about leading from the front. The captain has another, and Kavok just buries his big chest and shoulder into the face and body of the Italian. But here they come again. They're allowing Macri from deep, and they really don't want to.
They're playing him solid to make him go outside. The Czech coach might say, stay in the penalty box, we'll just play with 4. 2 shorthanded goals. Have you ever seen that?
That is spectacular. Push long. The Italians knew they had a big job. Now they need the Italian job. Behind the goal they come. Captain getting in the way. Geyer trying to force it in. It's flicked right over the goalie. And all of a sudden, Radice just says, calm down, everybody. Andrioni, he can't get any space. Just pump forward again.
The Czechs are all over the Italians right now, Alan.
Raul is back on the ice, behind their own goal. Macri, that's a little bit late from Geyer. He wants to be mindful of that. Although I say that, they scored twice. Last time there was a penalty.
Wow, they're just full court press, full changes. That's an interference.
Cavalieri.
And the ref nobody could even hear the whistle. It's going to be interference on the Italians.
Well, Cavalieri goes big on Krupicka here. Let's see what Sotaro Yamaguchi has to say about it all. And, well, here it is. He's just gone right underneath him. I tell you what, Krupicka spends a fair bit of time sliding on his helmet.
Yeah, it's a T-bone. He almost stabbed him in the back.
Well, if the problems weren't already mounting for the Italians, bumper crowd, home advantage to the Czech Republic, 2 down, and now short-handed as well. Yeah, you got it.
Wow.
You knew where I was going. If you're watching this on the Facebook or the YouTube pages, do leave your notes. There was a lot of Italian support early doors. How are you feeling now? Krupicka just plays it round the back. He'll pick this up near the blue line with Raul. He's been a scorer in these champs. Palat goes for the short side, and holding on is Araldo, who would want that second one back, wouldn't he?
Yeah, the nerves have got to the goaltender. Even that one there, it leaked out of his glove. You got it right now. We can't leave any rebounds at all because the Czechs are like vultures.
And let's not forget, there is no backup goalie really.
No. No.
The man wearing that outfit is he's an out of goal player. The secondary goalie is ill, and I'm sure Santino Stiliadano is watching from either his hotel bed or from the side here, and he's wishing he was better and maybe could have been playing in this one.
Yeah, just like the Japanese, really no goalie on the bench.
Yep, this is Habel. Oh, that's a wonderful
nice
angle pass. And look at this. Oh, it's just underneath Gaia. But that's beautiful. Oh, big hit in the middle. That's nice. Well, it's a big stop. Kvok is the one who's deepest. Let's not forget that Tomas Kvok, he's just 52.
That's all.
Youngster.
The wily veteran. He scores, his roof's coming off.
He tried. He hit the top of the bar, didn't he, in the last game? Novotny. And there's space again here. It's 4-on-2, and that's a poor pass.
Yep.
It just needed something a little bit more simple. And it's just hammered away by the Italians. There's 49 seconds of their power play still to come, though. Habel. So they'll have to defend once more. Here they come, and again the crowd go, and then an attempted pass down the middle doesn't work. Kaufman can't get there, and here's a chance again. They're onside. Good first hit. The check was good from Planka. They need all of his experience. Big hit on the far side again. I'll tell you what, Sandro Calagaris is putting some about tonight.
Absolutely.
Planka with the hit as well. Well, we've seen the Italians grind out 2 results. I thought Arnaldo was coming out there. And Calagaris again.
Wide open on the other side.
Oh, I don't think he knew that had gone. Again, you were talking earlier about holding on to shots with that glove hand. This one just spills back out, and again, it goes to a white jersey, and it allows the Czechia team to come again. Behind the goal is Calagaris.
We were watching in the warm-up, and the Italian goalie couldn't hold anything. That's not good.
Calagaris again. Well, he's putting himself everywhere. That's right through. And this time he has to hold on, because waiting right there was Palat. Italy nothing, Czech Republic 2. Have a breather. Well, Paul Rosie Rosen has played in the biggest finals, in the biggest events, won and lost, knows what it's like, but you can't remember many crowds like this.
Not in the Paralympics, maybe, not outside of the Paralympics, no way.
And you know it's good. Behind me, there's 3 ladies who look very important, and even they're clapping. Shot from Kabesh. He might get a second chance. Oh, what a save that is. Put out your elbow and put it round the post.
Oh, it's almost on the other side.
Chance here for Macri. He's done really well there. If he can get the pass off as well, or just launch it forward. The power play is over, so the Italians can at least be at full strength for the next few moments. We've got 4:20 on the clock inside the first period.
I'm sure the Italians just want this period to go away.
Oh, squashed in. Kaufman getting involved again. Kubesh, oh, he's missed it. But again, picked up neatly, and Gaia.
Gaia's so fast.
Like an ant round a spilt crumb is Gaia. Chance here. It bobbles wide. Gaia trying to turn his chopped his stick for what I think is the 3rd time already in this first period. Maybe he's shaking with nerves. Planka trying to help out. Cavalieri.
Oh, a big hit on the boards.
Now Macri Well, that's the most sensible thing he could have done, just trickle it down the boards, because Kvok's about to get a big hit. Oh!
The old man got hammered.
The last time he felt like that was his 50th birthday. Spilt away, and they've dealt with it though. Planka's there. And Planka still going, and the changeovers from the Czech. Andrioni trying to get involved. Kvok has missed it. Andrioni's got there, but he can't get to it quick enough to pull it back in the first instance. Endeley waiting. Oh, it's bobbled off Kvok. Oh dear,
wow,
what a save. Well, Kvok didn't know much about it.
That was close, very, very close. I like to see a good replay of this one. Look at that shot, he can't stop anything clean. I feel for this goalie.
Here we go then, keep an eye on the right side of your screen here. It hits the Italian and then it hits Kvok. Oh, and he is lucky that Michael Vapenka hasn't fallen asleep yet. He hasn't had a great deal to do.
Yeah, that was close.
I think the only thing keeping him awake is these 8,500 Czech Republic fans in the stand.
Well, if you can fall asleep in this building, you got some serious trouble.
There's the crowd roaring again because Palat is chasing and Krapicka might get there. He's bundled over Kirschbaumer and Schafranek won't get there. The ankles of the referee were more in danger. Planka. Italians are going to just calm it down, play their own game. That's beautiful. That is absolutely sensational from Florian Planka, a man with his ability and knowledge did what he could, and Raul does the opposite and gets it away.
He got away with a T-bone there, Alan.
Yeah, Krapicka. Oh, he just checked himself, and his momentum had gone. Oh, that is dangerous. It's come to Kabesh. Oh, Kabesh is, well, a penalty against the Italians. The arms are out wide. You can do what you like, mate. You're going.
Yeah, just as he went by the Czech, he threw a little bit of an elbow.
Andrioni it is. Andrioni for Italy looked so dangerous in the first game. I don't think he's touched it this side of the blue line.
No, it's, you know what, and the Italian goalie has not stopped anything clean, so you got to shoot from everywhere. They could have put a third in before the period ends.
Macri and Planka are both on, understandable with their defensive qualities. 204, Sandro Andrioni, number 27, is in the box. Oh my word! It comes to the captain, and single-handedly, he's knocking down the Ostrava arena. It's bouncing.
Mr. Geyer, he might get the key to Ostrava. What a beautiful play. Takes it, one-timer, set play. That's a set play, Alan, that they work on in practice. Set over, one back from the draw. Geyer slips down back door. A beautiful long pass to him. A one-timer for the captain, Geyer. Geyer, to me, is a Declan Farmer from the States or a Tyler McGregor from Canada. This kid is good.
Novotny, Raul, Geyer goal. That's how that one goes. I was just noticing something whilst they were celebrating. A couple of Italians were trying to talk to each other from no more than 20 feet, and they couldn't. They had to get closer and closer and closer to be able to talk to each other. And I think that's where some of the issues are. The Italians do look disjointed. I wonder if they're struggling to communicate with all this noise.
They can't hear a thing, I can guarantee it. They cannot hear a thing.
Calagaris.
Big hit, and they're not stopping.
No, Macri. Now, he's got Calagaris to go for this, but I think he will be outpaced quite easily. Kubesh. Larch is coming, and Larch is hitting. But where's the puck? It was then hit at Larch, and then it's cleared away nicely. Krapicka might have the run on Cavalieri here. Icing.
Finally an icing.
Wow, 1:16 left here, Paul. Did you expect this?
No. No, you know what? I think I called the game Czech 6 and Italy 1, but I had no clue they were going to have 3 goals in the first, 2 shorthanded and 1 on power play. Italy's playing really good 5-on-5, but they can't get down or they can't get a power play. Power play and penalty killing are getting killed.
Let's see what happens from this, because I've got a question for you. In fact, Kvok's going to get this. Just quickly, you said T-boning earlier. Explain what you meant by that.
So T-boning is when they take the sled and the opposing player, you catch him with the front of your sled anywhere near the side of his sled, and it's kind of like a T-bone steak or a T-bone, and that's dangerous. It's called a T-boning. The refs call it 90% of the time. Some slip by because it is extremely dangerous, especially when you catch the sled in the bucket. And those are just fiber, like those are just plastic. You can get seriously hurt.
Got any questions for Paul Rose? I happened to spot that conversation happening. T-boning, there you go. Teeing, as it reads on the screen normally now. Another chance, Krapicka. Can he move the defender around? Oh, he goes from the middle.
Wow.
And well, Arnaldo is probably about as relieved to see that as he will be to get his passport back from the hotel reception so he can get out of Dodge.
This has got to be frustrating like you would not believe for this goalie. Everything is coming at him. Absolutely everything. The crowd is insane.
Phenomenal work rate from the Czech Republic side. The Italians are like rabbits in headlights here. The crowd's got to them. The speed. Look at this. Wide open space for Raul again on the far side. Oh, neat. He's turned Planker inside out.
All the Italians can do is ice the puck right now, Alan.
Bolshar. Will he find an extra man, or will he go for it himself? Raul. Oh, deflection could have gone anywhere. Czechs couldn't quite pick up the pieces from it.
The only time I know the play has stopped is when the players stop, because I can't hear the whistle. I can barely hear you.
What'd you say?
Wow.
Kabel is on. Novotny is on. Kubesh. Novak. The Italians have got to be mindful of Gaia, who was thinking about going over the top here. Kubesh making space. The Italians have got it away. Now the race is on down this left wing. What can Kalagaris do? I tell you what, Kalagaris has to be an early contender. Penalty coming.
Yeah. Another penalty with 1 second left in the period, and that's a classic T-bone right there. A classic.
The game clock has ticked over, so I wonder if they'll call that penalty in the second period. Yeah, they're going to call it now, but it'll be served for the entirety of the start of the second period.
Yeah, coming out to start the second, they'll have a full 2 minutes. That was a tee that could have been very dangerous.
Well, we're seeing Michael Vapenka coming off, and he looks rather cool and calm. I'll tell you now, if they'd have got a shot of Gabriele Arnaldo coming off for the Italians, he might have been shaking like a leaf falling from a tree. He has been pummeled with shot, and not just that, he's had bodies in front of him, people uninvited into his house. They've just been there, right in front of him, side of the net, behind the goal, coming at him from all angles, and the worst part about it is Kubesh and Gaia twice have had the puck right behind him.
No, he feels like a small animal trying to cross the highway. Everything's going to try to kill him. You couldn't have written it up. If we could talk to the Czech coach, we talked to him the other night, great guy. We could talk to him and tell him this scenario is going to happen. There's no way he'd believe it.
Nope.
He's got a lot of faith in this team. You saw the team together like brothers before the start of the game, but they are playing so tight. You know, the team that's the most scared right now, Norway.
It took nearly 5 minutes, but we got the opening goal, and it was a cracker. Kubesh finding the target.
That was an absolute beauty. Dump in here. You have to hold this. He can't get it. Geyer with one stick puts it in to make it 2-0. Alan, this is fundamental hockey.
Kvok, it's hopeful, isn't it? Kvok hasn't done anything with that other than put it in there.
That's it.
And he spills it, and that man there, at the moment in this competition, he can score from the side, he can score from long, or he can just take it round you if you want.
Absolutely.
This is brilliant.
This power play goal is set. We'll get to see it right from the draw again, I hope. Right there, the draw wins it right back. Maguire actually knows as soon as the puck is won, the player that picks it up, he's throwing to him backdoor. The Italians can't get set, and the puck's in the net. One-timer.
Solid one-touch hockey as well. Novotny out of the face-off. Raul across. Bang.
Everything is precise. They're doing exactly what the coach wrote up in practice. Those are set plays, and when set plays work, Alan, the coaching staff absolutely loves it.
Well, indiscipline might be playing a big part in this. The Italians have spent 6 minutes. Well, technically, they spent 4 because 2 of them are about to be served pretty much straight away in this second period. The Czechs have been inside as well. It was good. When they were in there, they scored twice.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Short-handed? No.
Phenomenal.
Two short-handed goals, that doesn't happen very often. The problem with the Italians, that penalty is silly. You can't make silly mistakes because they don't want to go into play Korea with the, playing silly hockey, playing bad hockey, because they want to play for bronze too.
Well,
they're one game away from playing for bronze, and you don't want to go into that game like this.
Habel to Kubesh, 1. Kvok to Gaia, 2. Raul to Gaia, one-timer, 3. It's 3-0 here at the end of the first period. Keep your comments coming in on the Facebook or the YouTube streams. We'll try and answer if you've got any questions. For now, the crowd has filtered out a little bit into the areas behind the stands. They need a minute. We need more than that. We'll be back for the second period. Welcome back to the live coverage here of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019. We're here inside the Ostrava arena in Ostrava. There are Czech Republic flags, Czechia flags, absolutely everywhere inside the building, and there are goals, goals, goals.
You know, the craziness of this is unbelievable. I know all of you that are watching all around the world are enjoying it. One of the players I played against for years, Chevy from Norway, great player. He just said he hasn't heard it, and he can hear it watching. He hasn't heard it this live, this loud, since we played them in the gold medal game in Torino in 2006. Now let me just tell you something, Alan. That was the gold medal game in the Paralympics. This is the last game of the preliminary rounds. I can only imagine if the Czechs play for bronze.
Kubesh, Gaia, and Gaia again. The second one for Gaia is not one that Gabriele Araudo wants to watch back at all. It hits him, it spurns off him, takes everything, including the kitchen sink, and slots it past him, easy as you like. He won't want to do that again, will he?
Well, the crazier thing about that one is he had lost one stick. He's getting to the puck. All the goalie had to do was go 2 more feet. He's getting to the puck with one stick. You move with both sticks. That's how you move as a forward, a defenseman, with your sticks. He's doing it all with one stick and then has to shoot and put it in the net. And then his second goal, the one-timer, off the set play draw, power play backdoor, gorgeous.
You can see people sat in the crowd, legends and all, people taking it in, taking it on board. What must the Czech Republic fans be thinking here?
I think they're all sort of in shock because most of them don't know anything about para-ice hockey. They just come on a whim to see what it's like. I am so happy for para-ice program in the Czech Republic because it's only going to grow from here.
Italy are on the wrong end of a 3-0 scoreline. We are 10 seconds from getting the next puck drop. It's so important for Italy that they find themselves a goal early and keep pushing. Araudo there a moment ago, he's the culprit for the second. Michael Verpenka has made a couple of saves. There's been 2 shots from the Italians so far, who will start this period a man down. Andrea Macri, 27-year-old from Turin. He's the former fencer of the 2012 London Games. In the box.
Oh, Gaia.
Oh, chance early. Oh, my word. Gaia was about half a foot from having a hat-trick in the opening 10 seconds of the second period.
He had the yawning cage there. He'd love that one back as they have a full 2-minute power play.
There you can see Macri. He will be itching to get back out there. One of their biggest players defensively as well, and he doesn't half hit them from deep. That one's hit Blanca. That will allow him to run all the way through. And Aldo, well, yeah, it's just a little bit nervy, isn't it?
It has to be nerves. It has to be, because the puck hit his glove. And now the referee's talking to him, as you see on the screen. And that what he's saying to him, I know it, because the ref said it to me. You got to make a decision. Are you going to freeze it, or are you going to let it go? Because he was waiting. They don't like that.
Well, Aldo knows the rules. He's been playing since his debut back in 2008, an 11-year veteran in this sport. It's not like that was a new one for him. Now, the Czech Republic swarming again. It's almost USA-esque in terms of the movement, isn't it? We saw it earlier. It's there! Raul! Oh, round the back!
The Italians have to get this goalie out.
Somebody's left the back door open.
No, the goalie did. Let's watch this because he put it in himself. This is dreadful. This is dreadful.
It It's 4-0. It's pretty much game over.
Yeah, this game's over. Raul takes it. He's looking. He doesn't really want to do anything, but the goalie hasn't moved off his post. And he says, if you're going to give me a goal, I'm going to take it. Look. He hasn't moved. Oh my God, that's just bad.
To coin a phrase of Paul Rosen's, it's brutal.
He is. You have to move off the post. You can't. I don't think he was going to do that. But when he saw the net was wide open, 2 power play goals, 2 shorthanded goals.
Well, that's a bit like not putting your bins out but still expecting them to get emptied. You have to do something about it.
Absolutely. The garbage men can only take the bins away if they're at the curb.
Absolutely. Well, that is a shocker from Araldo. I thought the first one for the second goal that he had was a mistake. Now a chance, and they're back to full strength. So the Czech Republic getting 1 on the power play, 2 on a shorthand, 1 in normal play. They've got everything. The secret that is no longer a secret, it's out. The secret is out, and here they come again. Krupicka. Oh! No penalty called on the Czech. Tell you what, Cavalieri's hit him, and Krupicka stayed hit for a couple of moments. I thought that was going to be another one. This is good play. Italians trying to go down that left side. Waiting for it is Radici. Macri back on the ice. That's a big thing for the Italians. This one is just dumped. Goes to the goalie, and he just holds it and holds it. That's nice forechecking from the Italians. Yeah, good goalieing, good forechecking. We're getting some decent stuff there. Krupicka. And just as I say that, that's a poor pass, but Italians don't get it very far away. And just a hopeful smack up, and the Italians will be able to regroup, maybe. I mean more about that than just a regroup at that point in time. They've got to calm it down and try and play their game. Gaia couldn't get it, but it has come back across the line. So Kirschbaumer and Planka. Oh, Kirschbaumer's missed it, and this is a chance. Novotny. And now the penalty's coming.
Yeah, he held him because that could have set up a goal too. But then again, they've had 2 penalties. They've got 2 power play, 2 shorthanded goals. Pardon me. So he's probably going to the bench saying, "Well, we're going to score another shorthanded goal anyways."
Marble taking a rest. The Italians desperately need a score here, unless stupid things, but the Italians just think, you know what, we'll be all right, we'll play Korea, who cares? That can't be right.
Yeah, nobody does that. If you're going to do that, you shouldn't play.
Well, they owe Korea one anyway from Pyeongchang in there. That's their mindset. Larch trying to win this, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Comes away and down this near side, and again, good power play killing as well from the Czech Republic. I can't wait to see these guys come up against the A-pool teams. Going to be real interesting. Join us tomorrow for that. The quarterfinals start. We've got 7th and 8th game as well at 1 o'clock, and it's the 2 quarterfinals. Do not miss it, especially if you're enjoying the atmosphere. Good hit. Larch chasing. Kvok there to help.
Nice play by Gaia.
Just coasting.
Look at that.
He took it out of gear, and he's just letting it roll down the hill.
Very, very smart. You know, the one thing that Norway is, if they're watching, and I know they're watching, they better not let Czech score the first one tomorrow night, because this crowd's going to be the same.
Well, at the moment, it's Italy versus Korea. And the Czech Republic versus Norway. If it stays this way, oh dear, the Italians at the moment, even the basics aren't quite going right. That's nice, Larch. Now finding number 9, Kalagaris, but Kvok should be able to put his body in the way of this one. The 52-year-old spins around and...
Oh, bad pass.
Yeah, he does. He buries it into Larch, but eventually it's cleared away. Look at this. Every time it's hammered down the ice, the crowd get behind. Every time they go across and put on a check, the cheer. Larch is going to get beat for pace.
And they're winning every race to the puck. They're closing space all the time. Nice play.
Look at that one. That's got snow on it.
Wow.
Macri has spent more time facing his own goal than he has going the other way.
Well, at least the one thing we'll know for tomorrow night, it can't get any louder than this.
Can it not? Challenge accepted, said the people of the Czech Republic.
Oh, it's offside. The players didn't even hear it. They kept going.
Well, 10-13, we've got just the 1 second of the power play. So again, the Italians haven't managed to inflict any damage on the scoreline. This time around, the Czech Republic haven't managed to score short-handed, and we're going to have a face-off here in the neutral zone. Andrioni would be desperate to find some puck time in front of the goal. Gaia has 2 already, those 2 contested. Now the scramble down this near side and the big collision, and Habel, who's just come back on, straight into the thick of things. Macri.
They're winning every race to every puck.
That's nice from Macri. Oh, that's good as well. He's managed to work himself into a decent position, but he should have just kept coming right side. He had Cavalieri over there. Whoa. He had Di Paoli over there, and now they've all had to go over to the far side. Oh, and that was interesting. Andrioni is causing a real nuisance with Kavok,
right,
and they were concentrating too much on him.
There's another penalty.
This is better from the Italians.
I think it's going to Italy. Can't tell because there's so many guys in that corner, and we definitely can't hear anything. It is going to Italy. The one thing, they just don't want to get too many bad habits right now, Alan.
Macri it is, heading off, and we're head off for a couple of moments as well. It's 4-0. Alex Enderley is the man who actually went in. Macri had gone over there. I was taking the assumption because everybody else was going towards the bench for the TV break, and Macri went all the way across to the far side, only for the official to pull him back and say, no, it's Enderley that gave us the problem. So stay where you are, Macri, staying on the ice. Larch just pummels it away. There's a section of the crowd on the far side, just opposite us to the right. They've been here for the last 3 games. They didn't make it in the first game. They've got a drum. They're all in Czechia hockey jerseys, and they are loud. Oh, across comes Macri. No penalty.
Yeah, that's got to be a penalty. He tried to hurt him.
Oh, another
nice hit
collision.
there.
This one is getting interesting. Just pushed forward. Macri has it. The army's up here. So the Italians know what they are now up against, and they've just banged it long. And the crowd start to get back into this once more as the game has a little bit of a slow.
Offside.
Offside is called. The game's just probably in its slowest period that we've had so far. Naturally, that was going to happen at some point.
You know, young 96, pardon me, young 96, 69 in the penalty box for Norway, pardon me, for Czech Republic. It's so loud in here. For Czech Republic, he's been playing phenomenal, but he's taken too many risks in getting hurt. He's coming through the trolley tracks. They need him tomorrow.
Krupicka, it is, you mean?
Krupicka
indeed. Yeah, he's just being asked by one of the coaching staff if he's all right. He did take a wallop early on. He went sliding on his head. Wasn't any breakdancing involved. He was just taking a bit of a turn. But this could be the chance. And Gaia got to stay on side. He has. Shot from distance. Oh, he spilled it. Well, if Gaia had followed that in, For some reason, he checked back on himself, and the chase is on. Out comes Vapenka.
He would have been better off to move in to take that shot. He had a lot of room to still travel in.
De Paoli trying to get a grip, and look at this. 1-on-3, but he doesn't care, Gaia. He feels so big right now, he wouldn't mind a 1-on-5.
Yeah, Geyer, you know, he's just showing the true, pure heart of the Czech Republic right now. A very, very passionate people who've won a lot of world championships in the men's division.
Well, Zdeněk Rita, who is their head coach, he has to be delighted. They've nullified Italy. I can't think of a really good chance the Italians have had. We've got 7:28 on the clock left in this second period, and they're ahead by 4. That might be a chance. Kvok isn't the quickest at 52. He is a big fella, so that was soon got rid of.
He's also very smart, though.
Yeah, Endeley was more scared of getting hit there, wasn't he? Over the blue line, Hamel
nice
goes.
pass.
That's a chance, and it just squirms away from the edge of Kubesh's right stick. But whilst he's tangled up on the board, the Czechs will come again. The captain just inside the blue line. Gets it back,
again.
Gaia. Gets it back, Gaia. Lays it off. Can't find the finish. And that's brave.
We're getting another penalty to Italy. Absolutely, for the tee, or the rough.
They've only just had one come out of the box.
Well, they're playing silly. They're playing silly hockey. Geyer was in there, in front of the net, and just as Geyer goes to shoot, look at this right here. And then he hits him. No need for that. You've already made contact with your sled. The last thing you need is for this team to score any more goals against you. You don't want to go against Korea tomorrow just absolutely devastated.
I know that the Norwegian side were hoping to get the Italians. They played them twice in March and ended up 3-2 both times for Norway, so they were fancying the Italians, but it's not going to be at this point, is it?
No.
It would have to be something miraculous from the Italians. They are Paralympic finalists after all. That's neat from Krupicka. Dolchal stuck on the boards. Another hit coming in from Andrioni. Krupicka again, round the outside he goes. Away from the big man, that's nice. Away from 10 as well. Krupicka going round and round.
Nice.
Lovely little layback, but it's just behind Cabo. Raul, should I say. And the Chexican wave, as we nicknamed it the other night, is going around. It's party time in Ostrava, and now he's left this. And the race is on. Andrioni has done everything he could, and quite rightly too.
They just can't seem to get that extra step. This crowd has given the Czechs that extra step, Alan.
Krupicka, turns away neatly, but the arm is up, and I think that one might be against the Czech Republic. Yes, it is.
Interference penalty against the Czech Republic.
It sounds like we're in a war zone. If somebody can just tell my wife I'm fine, that'll be great.
I would like to check the noise ordinance laws in Ostrava, because I think they've broken them all.
I don't think they've got any.
Oh my God.
Well done to the organising committee of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019, because you filled the venue and you brought all the noisy ones.
Well, who's ever hosting the 8 pool next year, they're in trouble.
They are in trouble indeed. Maybe we'll just ship these guys in. Kvok, he's nearly given that away, and it has come out to a blue jersey. Blue jersey of the Italians need a goal, and that's the closest they've come, you know. Planka just getting inside that near post, but nothing big. And here they come again, the Czech Republic.
Geyer, smart play.
Check by Gaia, just nudges Macri into the boards, and then he comes back to try and take it off him. Larch goes away. Macri and Gaia aren't asking each other their favourite colour in the corner, I can guarantee you that. Now, Kavok has missed it, and he's not going to get this unless he stays strong. He does. Caligaris! Oh, that's nice! That's unlucky. He went high, went for the high angle. Kavok holds, flicks it down the far side, but there's two Italians. If he'd gone the other way, he'd have got it a bit further. Caligaris on his backside, still manages to find a teammate in Cavalieri. Larch, Kubes coming in. Habel now. He and Larch say hi. That one's flicked high.
45 seconds left in the power play. Wow.
4:10 on the clock in the second period. Kubes just a little too casual, but then he gets it out, dumps it long. Less than 4 minutes to go in the second. 4-0 in favour of the home team. McCree has lost a stick. Oh, and they've lost possession. Planka. Oh, McCree was quick, he was strong, and now Kaufman picks up the pieces too. Planka and Kubes combine right in the middle, right on the red line, and they see a red mist as the Czech Republic come forward again. Palat. He's got Shafranek in support, but they've won it back, the Italians, and they just want to go right round the outside if they can, and they can. That's good from McCree.
It's just everywhere the puck is, there's a Czech body. It doesn't matter where the puck goes, there's a Czech body. They're putting together the perfect game plan. And if they play like this 2 more times, they're going to take home a bronze medal.
We talked about this earlier, though. They're playing like this in front of this crowd in the preliminaries. You know, they know that the top 2 finish gets in the quarterfinals. What happens when you're in the quarterfinals? The nerves are different then, aren't they? This crowd will come and expect again, especially if they get a 3rd straight victory. Then all of a sudden it's that knockout phase part of it. You could miss out on a medal by losing tomorrow night. How will those nerves hold out?
Well, it's definitely going to be pressure. It'll be the biggest pressure they've ever been in, playing in a sudden death game to go to the semis or to go home, and it's a home crowd, so the pressure's going to be huge. But they got a lot of veteran guys. I'm sure Geyer as the captain will calm them down. They got to come out and get the first goal. They do that, they won't have to worry.
Do you know what else they've got to do? Avoid getting injured. They're taking some hits here. Larch is coming. That's in the side from Kaufman. That will slip again out of the grasps of Araldo. And around the boards it comes, and the Italians have got to get across here. Dolcial, he decides to let one go right across, and it doesn't hit Planka either. Habel. Good defense work. Good defense work. Here's the chance. Oh, he's let it go past him.
Goalie.
He's let it go past him. Oh, will he call that late? I don't think it's late. Kavok wants a word. I tell you what, he's in the wrong part of town.
Yeah, that's a bad, bad thing, because the goalie had him frozen, and he whacked him, and there's no reason. And the Czech goalie's a big boy. He's going over to the Italian bench. You'd be better off, speaking from experience, you'd be better, he says sorry. Yeah, sorry's not going to cut it.
Well, that was a huge opportunity. It stays 4-0. We'll take a short break. Referee Sutaro Yamaguchi. And this breaks for a white jersey, trying to go over the top. Italians have halted the puck, and the puck for the first time in a while has just sat still. I don't think any of this crowd has sat still. They're all bouncing in their chairs quite merrily. Endeley. Oh, that is the front.
Wow.
of a sled in your ribs, sir.
Yeah, they don't need any injuries, silly injuries right now.
And again, the crowd with 1:36 on the clock, bringing the noise. You want to be the 7th man on the ice? Sit in this crowd and help them, and that's exactly what they're doing. Andrioni tried to take that in his stride, he couldn't. And this is Cavalieri off the boards, whack straight back at him, offside.
Wow, no noise.
What? I thought for a moment they closed the doors.
Geyer coming out again. He's been the heart and soul of this team. You can see how he goes, the team goes. You know, I've said it to the teams that I talk to. I go across North America talking to teams. If you can be tight, if in that dressing room you can play for each other, you can win anything. Doesn't matter what the crowd does, doesn't matter what people say. You play for each other, man, you can go a long way, and that's what this team is doing.
Geyer, not for the first time in this game, is going off to retrieve his stick. Now, if they're not careful, the Italians might not realise where he is. He was very high up the ice, and that's a little lazy from Planka. It's offside, but they'll get to continue. Planka through the centre. From distance, oh, it spurns away.
Played that one very casual.
Shoulder to shoulder, and the Italian won it.
Oh, they're going again.
But here they come once more. Oh, neat touch. What a touch that is from the Italian. What a touch that is, because otherwise there's a white shirt coming right behind, and the big hits are coming in here.
He almost did a somersault there.
Oh, he goes aerial. Drops it down immediately as well. He doesn't want the puck to go dead. I think a couple of the Italians think it has, and in fact the official is...
oh, we got a charge.
Oh, we have indeed. I think he's having a go at the Czech Republic side here. It might even be Geyer who's going across, and but there's an art to getting on and off.
I was watching the play, so I didn't see that.
Geyer, the captain, goes in. Forget Madonna and the Backstreet Boys, all the big hits are here.
Whoa!
It's happening right in the middle, in the neutral zone.
There it is.
Look at this. Right on the red line.
Yeah, you got to get a penalty for that. 14 seconds left in the second.
Again, the Italians need to try and get something. They've got to get a goal if they stand any chance of the hustle, and that one's gone right across. Larch lets it go, whether he meant it or not. Calagaris, 5 seconds. Larch trying to get in behind, that's hit the sled. Is there still a chance? They've got to pull the trigger. It's all done and dusted here in the second period. Well, that had a lot. It had a few skirmishes, some big checks, and some big support for the Czechia team. This home crowd is doing their job, Paul Rosen, but to be fair to the guys in the white and red shirts, they're doing an awesome job too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and it's getting a little combative on the ice. They're
heated, shall we say?
They're starting to, their blood's starting to boil on both sides. It started from the goaltender getting hit, and I wouldn't want to see if the Czechs score a couple goals in the third, it could get out of hand. Sometimes you don't think of that next game when you're in the heat of the battle.
Well, they have to. They will need a full-strength side. That is a fact. But so too will the Italians. I don't think the Italians really mind who they get. Yes, I think the Koreans, judging from what we've seen, will be a tougher task. So finishing second doesn't hold that good a merit in that point. But they know they can compete against the Koreans.
Yes.
They only lost out by 1 during Pyeongchang. They know that they can compete with Norway. Yes, Norway have a couple of victories over them this year, but in this sort of circumstance, can they do it again? So, Italians won't mind, but they will mind conceding more goals, because mentally, that's not where you want to be.
Right, and I think they can compete with both teams, but going into that game, I know from a former player, you never want to go into a big game on a down. You never want to go into a big game when you've made silly mistakes and when your goaltender has really played possibly the worst game he's ever played.
You see through these highlights how much the Italians have improved here, able to take shots. This is right at the end. If he can come around a little bit more, he goes either side of the sled, doesn't he? But he can't get there.
I think he panicked. He should have come around a little more.
And that shows you how the game has swung, but still the luck is on the Czech Republic side. I didn't realise they only had 2 shots. I hadn't quite fathomed that out. I thought they'd had more, but 2 shots, 1 goal. That's how you need to do it. They have spent a fair bit of time in the penalty box. Again, 6 is a bit unjust because they'll spend most of it in the 3rd period. The Italians have matched them again. Another 4 minutes for them. That's 10 now for the game for the Italians. 5 shots though. Yeah, I think 3 of those are nothing. But the 2 they have had, where they've perhaps been without pressure, a bit closer to the goal, going to take one very, very soon.
Yeah, they have to score right away. They have the power play. You have to score right away. If they can get one immediately, crazier things have happened.
We've got just over 12 minutes until puck drop in the 3rd period. Join us for face-off. Go and have a little break.
Verčo, poslouchám tě.
Patrik ti ukáže.
Dobrý.
No, tak já tě totiž neslyším, vy mi hrozně vypadáváte, já vám neslyším vůbec váš komentář skoro. Ale v druhé řadě sedí Patrik Hetmer, nejlepší český zrakově handicapovaný lyžař.
Welcome back to the coverage here of the final match of day 3 of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019. A little bit of the devil inside me has just laughed a little, only a little. The announcer inside the venue said, "Please welcome back the referees," and not a person in this venue paid any attention to that. I love the officials. They've got the hardest job of the lot, because none of you athletes, and no disrespect Paul Rosie Rosen, because you're one of the worst in history ever, but all around, when the athletes are out there competing, you haven't got a clue or care what those officials are saying. But I tell you what, can't do it without them.
Yeah. Well, you know, this afternoon we were talking to Jonathan Morrison, who was a great referee in the American Hockey League and was a great referee in the Paralympics. And I had my fair share of run-ins with him. He said that he was very nice to me a few times. We won't say what I did, but let's just say I feel shame now.
Oh, yeah, but that's what comes with age. We all feel like that. Here's the crowd. Look at them. Horns, drums, scarves, jerseys, enthusiasm, respect, numbers. What more do you want from a crowd?
You want them to do it again tomorrow night?
Well, I think they will. Quarter-final, he's getting lined up against Norway. It's a game that, playing like this, you fancy they can win. And during the gap between that period, by the way, I saw a lady in a wheelchair dressed top to toe like a witch. It's not Halloween, but it's a horror show if you're wearing an Italian jersey.
Oh, there is, 100%. That was a really good one. I like that. 100%. The Italians have not been comfortable since warm-up, and the Czechs want to do this again tomorrow in the quarterfinals, again on Friday in the semis, and again on Saturday in either the gold medal or bronze medal match.
Quarterfinals tomorrow, remember. We've got the 7th-8th playoffs game at 1 o'clock, then it's the 2 quarterfinals after that, including the second quarterfinal, which, well, I tell you what, tomorrow afternoon, here inside the Ostrava arena is going to be electric as the Czechs take on the team from Norway. The Italians take on Korea in what, of course, already a rematch of Pyeongchang, the Paralympic bronze medal match. Could actually be a clash in the quarterfinals of the World Championships.
And one's going to go home without a medal automatically. And tomorrow morning, for the relegation, we're going to have Sweden and Japan again. They played to a shootout today.
Time for some brutal honesty from myself and Paul. We started to look at the schedule for these World Championships, and we were like, what is this? What is this? I love it.
Oh,
this is great. The quality of the games it's now given us.
This is our 12th game we've called in 3 days. Some broadcasters would say 12th game in 3 days, that's crazy. It's been an honor doing this with you, Alan.
Somebody from the IIHF recommended this format for this competition.
I love it.
Hats off, well played, sir or madam, whoever you may be. What a way
No,
to
we've had a couple of blowouts, but we've had a ton of great games.
Chance for Italy early. They have got to score 1 or 2 if they can. Oh, Kubesh! I tell you what, if he touches that, Kubesh, he might have put that into his own net.
Yeah, he should have just left that go. That'd be the goaltender screaming at him to leave it alone.
Again, it works both ways. The crowd's quite noisy. Could he even hear it? Planka lets it go. De Prioli trying to get through a gap. He's made a gap. He pulls the trigger. Oh, Kavok has taken that right in the face.
Yeah. That's going to hurt, I can guarantee
That
it.
is going to hurt. The blue jersey, oh, they've let it go past the blue line. Oh, Larch behind the net, and the crowd are cheering him. Off comes Kavok. Might be checking some teeth, as it was hit from a long way out, and it struck him right in the grill. +4 was he on?
Wow.
Well, they're saying he was. That was tight. Kalagaris.
That was really, that might have been a step
In
there.
fact, I think they've given it in the end.
Icing. You got the Czech goalie. He's just loving this atmosphere. He's skating around. He's looking at the crowd. That is something I miss so badly. Everybody in this crowd is just loving it. It's incredible. The atmosphere. If you're watching this, you're missing one thing, the atmosphere in this building, but you're getting a lot of great hockey.
Chases on, and that's some good speed being shown here by De Prioli. Can the Italians get to the puck? Remember, they prevented pretty much anything from the Czech Republic in the second period, other than the goal early doors. The Czech team only had 2 strikes on goal, put one of them in, the other was non-plus.
And the penalty is over. Oh, and he's out of the box right into the play, Geyer.
De Prioli's had one shot. This will bounce
Rebound.
down. Kalagaris, oh, he went high. Hit the side netting. That could have been a big moment in this game. It comes all the way back. Planka, he and McCree. He'll let McCree take it off him. That comes. This is nice play in the Italians. This is a better start, but then all of a sudden, oh, big chance. Oh, a little bit too much in front of Gaia. And the phones are out in the crowd. They're bringing lights. They're trying to light it up themselves. Nobody knows where it is. And now Araudo gets to it. Well, I don't know if the cameras will go into the crowd here, but people are starting to get their mobile phones out and wave them with their flashlight on. It looks absolutely spectacular. De Prioli off the board here. Kalagaris does the right thing, tries to go in that tiny gap between helmet and pipe. And he can't.
Really tight.
This is fantastic, by the
look
way.
at this.
This is spectacular. You can just see it in the background either side. This is simply stunning. Italians getting away momentarily. You just see at the edge of the ice rink, all the spectators with their phones out. You know, if you put your thumb over the white light, you get a red one. Just letting you know. Played centrally. Chance. Driven straight into the first sled. And it's away by Endeley.
They called intentional offside all the way down. Nobody heard the whistle. The referee's waving his hands like he's at the airport bringing a plane in.
Well, it might not be a plane, but the Czech Republic team are like a juggernaut, out of control at the moment. 8-0 in the opening game, 6-1 in the second game. They're 4 up against Paralympic bronze medal finalists. This is good, and they're only going to make it better. A place in the quarter-final guaranteed. It looks like they're going to play Norway, who suffered 3 straight defeats, and well, they've been hemorrhaging goals. The chance to get to a medal match is within the grasp of the Czechia team.
It's one more win away from playing for a medal.
Amazing, amazing, and amazing again. Down this near side, the Italians working hard. Cavalieri, it's a lovely touch from Kapitska, but doesn't go to where he wanted it to in the end. Dolcial, surely got to go sideways. He doesn't.
It was out.
Nearly created a chance, but an offside as well.
Good call by the linesman. It was out. I think this game is over. I think it's in the books. I don't think the Czechs, the way they're playing, are going to give up 4, but the Italians can set themselves up for Korea tomorrow afternoon with a last real good 11-14.
Waiting for it to spin loose. The sticks all over the place. A chance for Kubesh. Macri trying to block him. Kubesh. Oh, right over the top of the bar. Araldo's neck almost snapping backwards. And now the Italians have a chance to come. Raul, they go from distance. That's easy for Vapenka.
Smart play.
Palat just about gets away from Larch. Kavoki's back on. Kubesh comes across. He gets a little tickle from De Paioli just after he got rid. Macri goes down this near side. Kubesh bashes into De Paioli, who gets past 1, past 2. Here comes Kavok, who's a little bit like a brick wall if you've never met him. Larch just has to hold this.
Sorry, the one thing that the Czechs are really doing smart right now is they're only sending 1 man in.
Yep.
They don't need any more goals.
They don't need any more goals. They can concede 3. They don't need any more. They might get one.
Oh, that's how
goes the stick. He might have lost an arm there.
That's how you break your hand.
De Paioli smashes it into the corner. Larch is thinking about chasing this. Kavoch might just put him off the pit. Oh no, Larch, he fancies the tackle. He'll get one of his own from Habel now. Kavoch spinning around, trying to ascertain where it's gone. That's good play from the number 10 in the end. Stephen Kaufman, the 32-year-old, comes from Macri, wanted far too much time. He might get another go at this. Got a crack at the whip as he says, oh, comes off. Vapenka.
Off from his pad. Big rebound there.
Here comes the noise again. I think the crowd are responding to the fact that Italy have just started to take control of this. They're penning the Czech team in.
We got the wave coming from 1989.
The Texican wave is back. First sight of Karel Wagner, by the way. I don't
nice elbow there.
Being on too much before, and it's all clogged up in the corner. Clean out the system. Here they come.
Oh, don't do that in front of the net.
Right in front of his own net, but he is the captain, and he'll get away with it. Planka coming across. Oh, he's missed it. He won't miss it again, and then he decides to hang on and takes a bit of a hit in the back as well. The Italians can carry on here.
Dyer's getting a penalty for the elbow. There's no need for that.
On this near side, the Italians don't get the next touch, and well, Gaia is going in. Now, interestingly, the Italians are going over to the referee. I think they're fed up of a little bit too much. Here comes Gaia. Oh, he's just driven into the back.
Dyer's getting 2 for the hit to the head. So he's had 2 penalties and 2 goals.
Czech Republic 4, Italy nothing at the moment. Back in a minute. We do say that you can. We say that you can ask some questions. A good one here. Jordan Mitchell said the Czech are on fire. Please, can you explain the difference in the goalie stance? Butterfly versus side, no pads versus pads. Are there benefits and drawbacks to both stances?
Yeah, there's a huge benefit when we get a real good break. Who said that?
That's from Jordan.
Okay, I'm going to tell you when we get a real good break because I can't do it in 10 seconds. But Geyer got 2 for hitting in the head, which is an automatic 10. So he's out of the game. He's sitting in the box. Another guy's in there for his 2. But with a hit to the head, it's an automatic 10.
Geyer is gone then. Oh, Kavok takes a big one from Macri. Kavok has took some knocks, and I'm not even trying to rhyme that.
I got a ton of admiration for that young man, who's not a young man, but is the wily veteran.
Oh, Larch just runs into the frame of the goal. Planka will outpace, or will he, because he's come the other side of the goal. Planka using his strength, his experience, his determination. The Italians held firm since that fourth. There was no way they wanted to be embarrassed. You don't go from playing in a bronze medal match in Pyeongchang to being embarrassed at the World Championships, and they've held their own. What they could do with is a goal just to show the Koreans that they can do it when they're up against it. This is nice. Korea versus Italy, by the way, there's some big, powerful guys in both of those teams. That's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Back it comes. Oh, that's nice from Macri. That's a nice idea. Drilling it from behind at an angle forward and hoping somebody can get a touch.
Full four-man change. I love that.
30 seconds or so remaining on the penalty.
Get everybody off and everybody in.
That's poor. He just gave it to Raul, and Habel is chasing. And he's just going to kill time. He's going to try and get around. You cheeky little Habel.
Trying to do it again.
Italians come away. A few of them thought that it was still with the goalie there.
And they just threw it out.
Yeah, Calagaris chasing across. That's good play in the end by the Czechs to get it away. Cross, ice pass at an angle. Planka gets past one.
Man.
Well, he can see Calagaris just drifting offside, so he lets the puck go, and it's all the way back. The penalty's over.
I don't think they could play any worse, really. They got to just watch this game out of their mind. Start fresh tomorrow.
Take the positive of Gaia's 10-minute, by the way. It's a rest. Can't play anymore. Don't need him anymore. Unless one goes in here and offside again. The Italians' discipline is letting them down.
Yeah, the coach would be better off when this game ends to not even talk about it. If you had a day, maybe you could talk about it, what they did wrong, maybe what they did right, a couple of things. But because they play tomorrow and it's sudden death, just come in the room when this game ends and goes, gentlemen, this game is over. We're not talking about it. I don't want anybody to think about it. Tomorrow starts fresh. We're a better team than this. Get a good night's sleep and let's beat the Koreans tomorrow.
Today never happened. A bit like all of my exams.
Yes.
On the far side, the Italians decide for the one-timer from a good distance out. Nothing given. Andrioni chasing, just 22. Alessandro Andrioni looks a real prospect for the Italians. There's a big check. And Panolin struggling to get himself free and then upright.
They just can't seem to do anything. Everything keeps going back in the Italian zone.
Endeley gets across the blue line. There's a 3 inside the Czech danger area. Cleared away. Gonna have to be big from Cavalieri. It is. Gets to the first one. Squirms the puck out. And it's now with Andrioni behind. Chance. Got to go all the way around here, Kaufman.
He had the chance. He should have shot.
Kaufman doesn't make the most of the situation. They try and drive it in towards Vapenka. Doesn't work. Rapitska. Italians have penned them in a little bit here. Maybe the loss of Gaia is bigger than you think. Kaufman chasing it down. It's around the boards, but it won't get out of the blue. They'll keep it in. And the officials whistle again.
Alan, I'm watching in the penalty box. Geyer's out of his sled, out of his helmet, standing and watching.
Oh, it's 4-0. Let's talk more about that question. So, butterfly or side? No pads versus pads. Give me your opinion.
Okay, so if you, in my opinion, I played for years cross-legged. I think when you're cross-legged, it is so much easier to be square to the puck, so much easier to move around. When your legs are straight out, you can be turned, you can be bumped by your own player. Once you're bumped, you're spun around because your legs are straight out. I'm not a big fan of that. I think it's much better to have your legs crossed. The pad, there's a lot of goalies that wear the pad. Corbin Watson and Dominic LaRock from the Canadian team, they wear the pad, they love it. I never wore it. I wore a shin pad with my leg crossed in. cross-legged, whether you go to the pad or not, don't keep your legs out straight, in my opinion. I hope I answered that for you.
There you go, 3 lessons. This place still buzzing. There's only 4.5 minutes to go in this contest. It's not a contest, it's just a play to the finish so that we can hear the Czech Republic anthem. Italians, though, still busting everything they've got. Again, as I was saying earlier, would like to end this game with at least 1 on the board. Palat finds Raul. Raul goes left and nobody else knew that. Macri runs into trouble. Trouble being Zdeněk Korsnek. Don't see a great deal of. Bossial. Oh, that's up in the air.
Went flying.
There's a bit of afters.
Oh, that's a big hit.
On the blue line.
The Italian was very upset with that at the line.
Bossial behind the goal. Has it Abel. Zdeněk is on.
It was delayed onside. It went for 10 more seconds because nobody heard it. The one thing, even when the Italians are coming in on a rush, the Czechs are skating back and back-checking so fast they can't get a good shot.
The interesting thing will be for the Czech Republic is if they come up against something a little bit quicker as a unit. That's the one that will get them. Do Norway have that? I'm not sure they do, which goes in the Czech Republic's favour. The Italians have Andrioni, they just can't get him in the game. With some sides, though, you have 2 or 3 that are quick. Oh, Kvok from distance again.
The one big thing also that they haven't had to do is they haven't been down. If Norway scores the first goal, how will they handle that? They haven't been down yet.
Called on that one. That was quite interesting. Kabel. Just, there's a slip here. Kabesh. Now Andrioni can show us what he can do. Andrioni, save! But Penka stays big, and the scoreline stays blank. And the crowd have greeted that as much as they greeted any of the goals.
That was a big blocker save, nice save, and the goalkeeper in his mind right now, he is the happiest guy in the Czech Republic.
8,192 people here watching a Para Ice Hockey World Championship group game. Bite me.
Wow.
What a number that is.
And they're screaming.
Fair play. Everybody involved in putting this together. Oh, Kvok, that's beautiful. Kvok, that's brilliant. He's got his team away. He's in a 5-star performance.
Oh, nice
saved. There's an Italian in the goal. There isn't a puck in there yet, though. Klima. Oh, it comes off. Large it is, who was in the back of the net. Shows you his determination to get back.
2 minutes left.
Bossial, 2 deflections, and it's held by Arnaldo.
They didn't know. Another Italian coming in. And it's a line change too, they better stay back.
Cavalieri are getting involved. Arnaldo seemed too fussed that Havel was next to him, and I think it might be Havel that goes here, and they're still chatting.
All I would do in a case like this, if I was a Czech player, I'd just point to the scoreboard. That's all I would do. Don't say anything. Don't get yourself into trouble. Point to the scoreboard.
The referee's got some tidying up to do. Some toys are out of the pram. March just drifting into the ice.
Is it getting louder?
Sorry?
Is it getting louder?
Yes, it is. Can't believe you fell for that. Nossial joins us. There's definitely too many bodies here. The Italians have fallen to pieces. By the way, what a big miss. Or a big save, depending on how you want to look at it, from Andrioni a couple of moments ago. Clatter in the back from Palat, by the way. Oh, you caught that. Up and away it goes. Big slide. Can he get it out?
Oh,
Waiting his calf, but Macri isn't backwards in coming forwards, is he?
but this is what I don't understand. There's been some nonsense already. Blow the whistle. Only trouble's going to happen there.
Out it comes. Going to be quick. Oh, they got caught here. Double Yeri. On the far side is Engelay. Can they get it forward? Kripicka down the left. He's about to get squashed. Kripicka by Macri. I like this kid, Macri. I think he's got plenty of ability. Still fairly new to the game, having been in the summer games as a fencer.
I agree with you. The crowd's on their feet with a minute left.
They're going to cheer this final 60 seconds home. They're going to stamp their feet. They're going to chant. They're going to clap. Oh, that's right in the back. Is it getting called? Yes, I think it is. Kripicka is having a moment. He's felt that.
You don't need to do that, Kripicka. They're going to need you tomorrow. Stay out of this nonsense. This is insane. 8,000 and change are standing, jumping, cheering, screaming. I will not have a voice tomorrow for the game at 1 o'clock.
You better.
This is unbelievable.
Voices are contractual. Haber, Novotny, Kubesh, they're all on. Just hoisted forward. Still think the Italians have kind of played the game a bit here. As long as they didn't get battered, I think they were fine with it a little bit.
Another icing. The Czechs are 33 seconds away from something big. I won't say it.
Oh, winning the group for a start, you can say that. They've definitely done that. They're going to play Norway tomorrow. 3 games tomorrow, not 4. The first one's at 1 o'clock, the 7th and 8th place teams. But make sure you are watching all day, because this crowd's going to file in again and make some noise. 25 seconds remaining. This isn't for a medal. You think I'm getting excited for that? No, not at all. I can't wait to hear the noise that is going to get created. Is there one more here? Kubesh! Oh no, it's blocked. Chance Novotny wide. What a way that would have been to end it in the final seconds.
Just get it out.
Macri slams it clear. 4, 3, listen to this, go.
That's it. Insanity.
Off the Richter. Amazing. There are 2 cars in the corners of this ice rink, and the car alarms have just been set off. Superb.
Wow.
It's bouncing. We're rocking. The Italians look a little bit disgruntled, but they know there's a quarter-final place for them. The old adversary. It's career again for the Italians. That will be good. It might just be rather frenetic at times as well. As for the Czech Republic, well, they're into the quarter-finals. A victory over Norway, and they will play for a medal at their home championships. We get player of the games in a moment. It's picked by the teams themselves off the bench. We've been trying to match these, but we're getting nowhere near them. So we're just going to let them play themselves out. Paul, we'll come to you in a moment. I'm going to have these players of the game. The presenter coming out here. We're not giving a presenter list, so I can't tell you who that is. Kubesh, Gaia, Raul. It's 4-0. It's just about what the Czechs deserve. I felt like the Italians could have got one. You know this guy.
Yeah, Dominic Kasich is giving the awards out. Why don't we just let the crowd play the next little bit?
Listen to the roar when the player of the game is read out here.
Doesn't even want it.
There isn't a 74.
Oh.
That's why.
Try again, bingo!
I think that's giving it away as to who's going to win the Czech one. The announcer's just got a little bit red-faced. But Christophe de Paoli, yeah, go on.
He meant to say 064, not G27.
Maybe he's just giving us his postcard. Christophe de Paoli, chased and hit, checked and chased a bit more. Here we go, look at this.
This will be huge. Dominik Hasek giving you the game star. I think it's going to be Geyer.
Take a listen to this. Skates through his team. A stick knock with every one of them. He might have gone for 10 minutes, but he did all the damage early doors. He stole one. He made a beauty. And Mikael Geyer, well, he looks like he's emotional now. What's he going to be like in the quarter-final and semi-final games? Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the anthem in just a moment of the Czech Republic, and this place will enjoy it. Well, you'd think that they'd already won the World Championships. I think they're allowed to dream here, these people in the stands. I think they've got every right to just wonder how far these guys can go. Because at the moment, they're playing some great stuff. But here's a point of note. Once the Italians dug deep, then they struggled.
It didn't happen that often. They're going to have a test with Norway. Norway hasn't played great, but I'm telling you, Norway is a nation with pride. I played against them where we beat them 5-0 in a preliminary round, and then we had it was just incredible. A 2-1 game, maybe we lost. Anytime they got a chance to play for a medal, they're going to play their hearts out. So one thing the Czechs better not do is take Norway for granted. I think right now they're the better team. That doesn't mean they're going to win, but they've heard their national anthem sung 3 times. That is unbelievable. They probably thought coming into these games, realistically, if we could hear it a couple times the whole tournament, that would be great. They're going for 4 for 4 tomorrow night. And I'm telling you, tune in, tell your friends, tell your enemies. I don't care who you tell, but watch this game tomorrow night.
They're the words of a man that's been to the finals and come away as a winner and a loser. He knows the pain, he knows the high, and at the moment the Czech team only knows the high. As Paul Rosen was saying, what will be interesting tomorrow is if Norway can get the opener. That would really put the old cat amongst the old pigeons. However, let's not take our attentions away from the Italians and the Koreans too much as well. That's going to be one huge, physical, combative competition, isn't it?
I think because of this format, we're going to have 3 incredible games tomorrow. The first one, neither country wants to be relegated. The next 2, neither team wants to go home. So all 3, and in old ways, this wouldn't have happened. So I'm sold on it. We talked about it about a week ago. I didn't like it, but I turned my mind around. I'm sold on it. We're going to have 3 great games tomorrow. Make sure you watch.
I truly hope that the crowd comes back tomorrow and fills the Ostrava arena like it has today. This isn't a message just for World Para Ice Hockey as a sport. This is a great message and a great advert for para sport right across the board. Got an impairment? 8,500 people want to see you play top-class sport. Don't hide away. Get out here and show us what you've got, because look at this crowd. These guys on the ice here, a mixture of impairments from lost limbs in accidents, impairments born with, bones missing, cancers, tumours, illnesses, you name it. But they're out on the ice in front of 8,000 of their own, being cheered on like true heroes.
And you know what I love about this, Alan, is I lost my leg 20 years ago this June. 20 years ago this June. And at the very beginning, I felt like I was a second-class citizen. Through sport, I've got a brand new life. And I love being up here doing this with you, because I see every one of these players and every little kid all over the world that has a disability. I'm very passionate about this. Every kid watching, no matter where they are, knows that they can achieve greatness too. Just because you're disabled doesn't mean you're done. Find the ability in ability.
Take a look in a few moments at the highlights. Look at the smiles. Look at the smiles on the faces. Oh, the Italians, they're beaten. They're not out. The job now for the staff, for the Italians, is to make sure they're knocked down and they're ready, because the Koreans won't care. They didn't mind about the 2 defeats versus Canada and versus the United States. They just needed to get themselves into the bronze medal match again. That's what they want. Here goes Krupicka diving on his front again in front of the crowd. Let's take a look at these highlights, Paul.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it. Big chances, big goals.
That was a first goal.
That was a beauty.
That was a first goal, a really beauty. This here's the one that should not have happened. Geyer with one stick puts it in.
Look, Mar, no hands.
A simple dump in has to be stopped, and then it's so close yet so far.
It's agonizing to watch over again, isn't it? He won't be watching it over again.
No, that's really bad. This one here was a nice, perfect backdoor pass to Geyer, one-timer, bam, it's in.
It's tic-tac-toe, isn't it? Novotny, Raul, Geyer, goal.
And they set this up in practice, and they set it up to go exactly the way they do it on a power play. Backdoor to Geyer, and he puts it in. Here's one where Raul just keeps going. He goes, if you're going to give me the net, I'm going to take it. And just a terrible play by the goaltender. But look at here. He takes it. He's not sure. He might throw it out front, but then he looks, the goaltender, boom. If he's going to give it to me, 4-0.
Raul finishing the scoring. It means that Geyer has scored in every game. Kubesh has got quite a number of goals as well. That's his 4th. It's just all happening here inside the Ostrava arena. Krupicka, somebody's got to take him home at some point. He's enjoying himself out there on the ice. What you can see is the Group B standings. Maximum points for the Czech Republic. 18-4. 1 against. Somebody's got to find the formula to score goals against these kids, because they're enjoying themselves.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Italy got the 6 points. They'll be wanting a few more goals in the 4 column. That's where they seem to be struggling. Certainly today didn't create much at all. In fact, Andrioni had a huge chance during that 3rd period and really didn't make it count. Well, that's that. All the groups are done. USA, Canada, Korea and Norway is how it looks in A. Czech Republic, Italy, Sweden and Japan. What does it mean then? Right, Sweden and Japan, that's pretty much the end of their tournament. They have one big game tomorrow against each other. Nobody wants to go out of the A World Championships. The bottom side that tends to be what happens. So Sweden and Japan will not want to finish 8th. So actually, that will be a bit of a powder keg as well. It then means that the Italians have a game against the Koreans, because the Koreans, who finished 3rd in Group A, play the team that finishes 2nd in Group B, and the Czech Republic will take on Norway. Norway were 4th in Group A. Czech Republic have dominated Group B. Canada and America will be watching from the side, and I'm sure we're going to have 3 cracking games. So the Americans and the Canadians kick back, arms behind the head, watching on. I'm sure both coaches will have them in for training. Thank you very much for joining us, whether it was Facebook, Twitter, however you did it. You've been a delight to have. We hope you have been inspired by what you've watched, what you've heard. World Para Ice Hockey has crowds, it has goals, it's got loads more games to come. See you tomorrow. For myself, Alan March, and Paul Rosen, good night.
Michal Gajer, branka v oslabení, branka právě při české powerplay. Tak Michale, jak je z vašeho pohledu povedený dnešní zápas?